Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So the forecast from the last video worked out. We saw one more lower low and we also are holding above 42.1 cents. So in the last video I told you that to complete this move down, ideally I would like to see another leg down in a wave 5 of a wave 5, which then happened, and to get below 43.6 cents. But ideally ADA holds above the 42.1 cent level. At the moment it's doing that, but it's getting a bit tough, it's getting a bit critical. And why is this level so important? So okay, plus minus, so 42 cents maybe. But this level is so important because this is the 88.7% fib level of the impulse, of that wave 1. Whenever you drop below the 88.7% fib level, it's very unrealistic that this is still the ongoing scenario. So below 42 or 42.1 cents, we have to probably move to the bearish scenario that I showed you before. Then we have to swap the higher level wave count for the bearish one. It always had a 40% probability, and maybe we eventually will have to increase that and make that the primary expectation if ADA fails to hold above the 42 cent level. At the moment the bulls can still defend that scenario, but we might be going that way, and therefore I've been warning about that now for a while, because the ADA chart with that latest drop here has become unfortunately one of the weakest charts. In the end, I always wanted a lower low here. Remember that I always wanted to get the price below that 38.5 cent level. I'm convinced that would have been good for the chart because it just tidies things up. When we made that low, a higher low, we had to go with that assumption because the price action moved up quite strongly, and it would then have been a truncated low, which we can still see as that the wave 5, the overall correction finished here. But it's not ideal for a chart to end a correction like that with a truncated low. Normally you want that lower low. A lot of people always think if you make a lower low it breaks the trend. No, it doesn't. It tidies the chart up and it allows for a new structure to be built. ADA didn't do that. I ideally always wanted the price to come down to the 88.7% fib level at 30 cents, and maybe eventually we will see it. For now the bulls can defend the bullish scenario, but again below 42 cents that will get critical. So at the moment we can still see the ADA chart as a wave 1 and then an A, B, C expanded flat in a wave 2. That's what this would get invalidated below 40.3 cents. So I mean, below 42 cents it's a warning, but below that level then 40.3 it's over anyway, because this is the low from the 13th of July. Okay, so where are we here in the imminent short term? So there is a chance now that the bulls indeed will defend that scenario, because we have come down as expected in a 5-wave move. Here yesterday told you that in this reversal area we'll probably see a reversal, and that happened. Okay, so that happened very nicely, came down strongly, reacted very nicely to that target range, didn't quite get here to the 38.2% fib level, but anywhere in here we always need to watch for a reversal. We broke the trend line. As we broke the trend line, that accelerated it, of course. So, and then yesterday when I made the video, I think we were around here, around 44 cents. I told you ideally we want to see one more low and to finish off this move down. We saw that one more low and saw already quite a strong reaction to the upside. I'd be happy with that. If the price now starts to move up from here, ideally in a wave 3 impulse, that would be amazing. I still have my doubts. But let's say first of all confirmation that we climb higher and that temporary low is in for now. We would need to move above the wave 4 high at 44.8 cents. That is what we would need. Unless we see that move, there is still too much downside pressure on this chart. And that is for me the confirmation that we go higher. First of all, resistance would be, in my opinion here, again, that that high here of the wave 2 is very important. Now there's two levels. There's the wave 1 low, which is highly relevant. That is at 46.3 cents. So I put that on the chart. And then the high of the wave 2 at 48 cents. These are the next key levels then for the bulls after we broke above the 44.8 cent level. So these are the three levels of confirmation that we need to go higher. And then if we go higher, there could be a chance if we break above the recent high to go fairly quickly to 55 cents. But this is for the future. In a wave 3 scenario, which according to the bullish scenario should now happen, we should go that way. But even in a bearish scenario, let's say where we see all of this as a corrective wave up, then this here might have been the wave 1, and we might now see a wave 2 retracement to the upside. So that means in both scenarios, actually, I would expect some upside. But first of all, we need to move above this 44.8 cent level. But yeah, I would expect in a bullish and bearish scenario also some upside. In a bearish one, it would be a corrective move up, which would move like that and then come down and make a lower low, yeah? So these are the two options we are at the moment looking at. So again, all eyes need to be on that 44.8 cent level. If we go above that, higher levels are possible. I would say all the way up to, first of all, the 48 cent level. But in both scenarios, I would actually expect higher prices. And I'll keep you updated anyway about ADA when we see where the journey goes. And in a bullish scenario, eventually in a wave 3, we should actually break above the 59.5 cent level anyway. Unfortunately, from a fundamental point of view, the Basel hard fork has been delayed again. That certainly doesn't help the price. Yeah. And it just sort of confirms here the weakness that we have in the chart already. Okay, so I guess over the next trading sessions we should know more, but these are the key levels that need to be watched. I think we are very close here to a low, yeah, at least a temporary local low, and then we will see if the bullish or the bearish scenario are playing out. As you know, the probabilities for both are very close together, and there's a lot of uncertainty still in the space. And at the moment, it's best to wait for confirmation. Anybody who's trading in this space needs to know there is a lot of uncertainty because we have no established impulse yet on a higher time frame. So that is always what we want to see: 5-wave move up and a 3-wave pullback. We haven't clearly seen that yet for ADA. Yeah, we've only seen here a wave 1 and a wave 2 possibly, but we're still missing the wave 3, 4, 5. Only when that's complete and then we have a larger ABC pullback, that is when we can say with more certainty that the low for ADA was in. Until then, there's still a lot of uncertainty, and it's basically sideways movement at the moment. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about ADA. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.